Yeah,
Absolutely. We got a lot of stuff going on this weekend,
Completely.
of course, and like Paul said, it's not going to be a great weekend for the pool. That's one thing I can tell you for certain. This is not a good pool weekend. Is it going to rain the entire weekend? Absolutely not. I want to focus on two time frames here specifically. Saturday is relatively dry. That's the number one thing right now. Saturday being relatively dry, with Monday overall being the rainiest of the 3 holiday weekend days, not including today. We'll talk about that right now. But the fact that we have quiet, clear conditions as we look over the city right now and the trees aren't rustling, that's a big difference from what we experienced yesterday. Now, there are a couple of things that we want to point out. One, the fact that we have rain off to our northwest. You'll notice how it fizzles out, turns into cloud cover. It's hitting this dry area of dry air right now that's in place, and that's why it's so cool this morning. But as we look ahead, and right now we've got that northwesterly flow that we had from yesterday, and of course now as we zoom in, there are some areas to the southwest that are under a flood watch. They have significant rain in the forecast. It really doesn't involve our area, although I know Rolla is technically in it. I really don't think you're going to get a ton of rain in Rolla, but the potential is there. That's why we have a flood watch at this point. Now, in terms of our temperatures right now, despite the chilly start, even though we're in the 40s now, we've already gone up a little bit more. You're at 50 in St. Charles, 55 at Scott Air Force Base, upper 40s Farmington. Some spots already starting to warm up here at this hour. What you'll notice here, though, from a standpoint of records, 39 degrees is a record, 1931. 51, we might have gotten down to 50. I'll have to check here as our climate report is still coming in, but 51 is the 25th coolest morning for our minimum low so far. And I think even despite our cool start, we're warming up quickly. Like I said, no issues whatsoever. Temps in the low 70s. Those clouds increase. We'll call it pretty dry, even though I think we may see a sprinkle or two for the rest of the evening. And I wanted to point that out. If you have evening plans, 8:30, 9 o'clock, it may all of a sudden lightly rain. This is going to be indicative of what we kind of have to deal with on Saturday in certain terms, but I don't think it's going to be really a day that we're going to see much. Now, as I show you what goes on through tomorrow morning, we're going to start off in the low 50s. It's pretty quiet. Now, throughout the rest of the day, you'll see clouds increase by 12:30, and we still have, periods of rain off to the southwest, Rolla being involved in that. So that means when you're on the further into the metro east you are, the less chance of rain that you have at all, and then we're going to see better chances to our southwest. As those clouds increase, we're going to continue to look at that throughout the day. By the afternoon, temps in the low 70s. Like I said, Saturday is not a bad day. Don't let your app fool you to tell you that it's going to rain all day, because it's just certainly not going to do so. But as we head into the evening, watch how we've talked about that specific time frame, Saturday night into Sunday, our best chance for rain, widespread rain, and a rumble of thunder. I think it's still going to be the case. But watch how we get into Sunday morning. Things start to become more scattered, and I still think the better opportunity is to the southwest. But we'll see this wave as it continues to push along, and I think there's a better wave at some point in the afternoon on Sunday. And I don't think it necessarily is going to look exactly like this. I still find Sunday to be scattered in nature, but there will be periods where it rains a little heavier. This particular model looking at Sunday at this point. And that's as far as the high resolution data goes, but I also want to show you another one, and that's the thing that we can do here at this time as we show you our future cast. I want to show you the less high resolution model, but just a different one. Look at Saturday. This has all the rain in Rolla, Springfield. It doesn't have any rain for us, and that's why there's still a pretty good spread. Look at Sunday. That's where all the rain is. From Rolla, Herman, we see that rain, but look in the Metro East in the city, not much going on. And I think it's important to note that this really doesn't have all that much rain specifically with this model. There's still a pretty good spread with where the band of the heaviest rain is going to set up. I showed you 2 different computer models. They look totally different. And as we talk about what's going on for today and tomorrow, they're kind of lined up. But as we get into Sunday and Monday, you'll notice that even as I look at our rainfall estimates, as a result, that's why you're going to see these maps that are quite a bit different, where a ½ an inch in the city versus 3/4 of an inch in Rolla. But let me show you a totally different one here. As we look at the bullseye of the rain, which is under that flood watch, where we get 2 inches of rain, up to 8 inches in Tulsa. Yeah, there's still some wide areas of where we're going to see the heaviest band of rain. But what I can tell you right now is that Saturday is going to be dry. So let's focus on this the next 3 days. Isolated showers with mainly dry conditions and cloud cover for us on Saturday. But by Sunday, we have scattered rain in the morning and late afternoon. Like I said, the timing of those waves still to some degree in question. Some of us may stay dry, so I don't want you to cancel your plans. I just want you to be aware for those times. Monday still, to me, overall, looking at all the models, I think it's more of a widespread rainy day. I do want to talk about what we're experienced here over the next 10 days because I do think that you're going to see a steady diet of this rain. Now, isolated showers tomorrow, low 70s. It's pretty quiet. Like I said, we do see scattered rain on Sunday with temps in the mid-60s. It is not going to be a very pleasant weekend in terms of pool weather. And certainly once we're going to see that rain become more steady on Monday, that probably runs you inside for your visitation services or just any graduation, things like that you're kind of celebrating. Tuesday, clouds hang on, maybe a sprinkle. It's drying out. By Wednesday, we're drier. I think Thursday into Friday, we may see a few more showers and storms as the pattern becomes more active out to the west. That also brings us with temperatures in the low to mid 80s. Overall, things are improving over the next couple of days. But like I said, when you look at this 10-day forecast, things will eventually get warm, but I just